Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Now if this is your first time to this channel, then please press that subscribe button, please press that like button, please leave your comments down below because we'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts about this channel and anything else that you would like us to be talking about regarding 9-star key or anything else. Now this video is for the winter solstice, 21st of December 2020. And also there's other astrological events happening at the same time. The Jupiter-Saturn conjunction as well. Now, the winter solstice is more or less the balancing out of the days and nights, where the days now will start to get more longer, and as we move more into spring, you will see the days start to get lengthened and much more longer. So also you will also notice that it's on the winter solstice, it's the days and nights are more or less balanced at a certain point. Now it's also interesting that on this day this year, 21st of December, it's a 5-day, meaning that all the different houses, different stars are in their own house. So you have 1 water in 1 water, 2 earth in 2 earth, 3 wood in 3 wood house, and 5 earth in the center of the chart. So in some ways you have a reset of things and events that can be occurring. And it's also interesting that it's also changing of the energies, because the summer solstice brought about the yang energy, a much more contracting, much more pulling inward focus energy. Now with the yin energy coming online, we have it as more expansive, growing, pushing out, and that will come in more and more as you move into spring. But now it's the birthing of the yin energy, the changeover, the switching of energies happening here now. And it's, as I said, it's a 5 earth day. And for lots of people, some people in the 9-star community feel that 5 earth can bring about some pretty drastic changes in some ways, and it can be quite negative. Yes, to a certain point it is, but I also see it as a major opportunity because all the stars are in their own house, and it's an opportunity to do a massive recheck, to really evaluate things and remove the excess that is not working for you, that is not in harmony with you, and it gives you that chance to really stop and just weigh out things and say, is this right for me at this present time and moment? And it gives you that the ability to just quieten yourself down and listen carefully to really what's happening around you and what's happening in you. What are your true thoughts? Because the winter solstice, and especially one this year, from what's been happening throughout the year, gives us the opportunity, and for a couple of weeks yet, to really get ourselves into a position where we can start to reassess, just refocus things, take things and just look at them, re-examine them and say, is this really the right way for me to be traveling at this moment in time in my life? And if we give ourselves the opportunity to be doing that, I think we will start to reap the benefits of it, because this month is a 9-fire month, and fire, it brings about a purging, a cleansing, a revealing of things. And again, with the 5 earth, we have that combination of the fire, and the transformation as it brings about something something new, in something maybe something may not necessarily quite recognize at first, but it's been there, and it's maybe time for us to re-examine certain things that we may have thought may not have been relevant early part of the year or from last year, but now may be quite relevant and quite important for us to re-examine. So this winter solstice and being a 5 Earth, it gives us that unique opportunity, and I think 5 Earth, it really helps us to stabilize ourselves, really to give ourselves a grounding, because it's an earth, it's a earth element, so it gives us that grounding. It pulls in things and it shows us from a 360 perspective of what's really happening around us and how we can interact. And so that's why I think this 5 Earth is really an important star, because you're able to pull in and you're able to see, is this the right fit for me at the moment? And if not, you can then remove it or put it to one side until a later date. So it's important that we give ourselves that time to just sit down and just evaluate what's really happening in our lives. I mean, for lots of us, we'll do this near the end of the year, but at this time and moment, I think for the next week or so, we've got opportunity, but the best time would be around about the 21st of December or thereafter, for 3 or 4 days afterwards. So give yourself the opportunity to really sit down and just think through what is the right fit, and if you're doing something, if you're in a field of work or a career, and you find yourself at a drift, what's happening, just stop and think, what exactly are you really enjoying about that aspect of the work, and narrow it down. I myself had to do this quite recently. There's various things that I like to do, and I realized that it was the area that I was looking at, it was so broad that I had to narrow it down and really narrow it down. And the more I have been able to do that, the more I have been finding my true rhythm in doing things and getting things done. And there's been less of a distraction, because what I was able to do and what I'm able to do is a lot, but I won't be efficient in how I was carrying things out. So what might have been okay a year ago is not necessarily true now. There maybe need to be more of a narrowing, a more of a concentrated, focused look and things that you're doing, so that you can maximize your skills, your talents, your abilities, and also the service that you are wanting to give to other people in your day-to-day life. So the 5 Earth and the winter solstice is giving us a truly fantastic opportunity to really transform things, and it's that energy that it brings. And it's interesting, 5 Earth can represent Saturn, and astrology is not necessarily my strong forte, but what I do know is that Saturn does bring about lessons, to things to be learned, discipline, and so this is an opportunity for us to really narrow in exactly how we can benefit from this time now, because, as I said, this month is a 9 month, a fire month, and the year is a metal year, 7 metals. So things are very flexible, and time to get organized, time to refocus and look at the finances of various things. So again, it all plays in together in how we can maximize our life and be working to our strengths and understanding those areas where we're not so much sharp on, but we can get better at. So I hope this video has been of help to you. please leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, take care now. Bye bye.